absolutely stunning. Oof. Let's go outside first. Who's there? Someone say hi so I know y'all can hear me. Heidi. It is freezing cold, so we're not going to stay outside for too damn long. Hey, Christina. But this one, I think this one is by far the most luxurious of all I've done. This is on Dock Street in downtown Wilmington. And like all the other live house tours, I'll let you guess the price at the end. All right, well, a couple more people get in here. So let's see. Well, you don't have to wait for them. This house, the Harris house, Harriss, he was a surgeon. And his wife, he was in the military, came to Wilmington, started up a practice here, and his wife was from Southport. And like, unfortunately, so many of the houses, the historic homes here, they don't really have a lot of the story. But I do know that there's one piece of the outside that is not original, but the rest is all original to the home. So I'm gonna flip it back around and you tell me which part of the house is not original. Ready? Any guesses on which part of the exterior of the house is not original to its original build? Come on, somebody's got to take a guess. What would be the easiest thing to install after the fact? Christina got it, the porch. So we know that the porch, let me lock Bob. The porch is not original to the house. They added that after the fact. It's a beadboard ceiling porch. It's freezing, so let's just go inside. So in Wilmington, when you have a historic home, they get a plaque up here. And really, that's all that I was able to find out. But 1902, that's the original construction date. So this house is absolutely stunning. I'm not bragging, but the staircase right here, that is the exact same design as what was in the Babe Cave, my house. Actually, the Babe Cave just sold. The people who bought my house from me put it on the market with basically my same photos and my furniture still in it and my description, and they sold it for $100,000 more. But we're not bitter about that. I have my sweat. This house is listed for sale, and I don't recommend doing that. If you're going to sell your house, keep the heat on. So when people come and show it, they're not freezing. So I'm going to show this in a second. Actually, the TV station is going to be here. We're going to do a walkthrough video for the news. But I'm going to wear these the entire time because nobody will be able to see what's going on underneath. But it's very cold in here. Let me show you this door. Cannot get that at Lowe's. You just can't. You can't get that at Lowe's. Okay, my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Here, we'll do this. Stand by. Pocket doors. Hold on. Let me adjust. And these, unlike the other house, they actually work. I just said you were gonna work. Damn it. Okay, Casey. There we go. Just that, like Elsa, just like that. And we've talked about this before. In houses of this era, you do not have open floor plan because you had some class. So you did not have people walk in your door and then boom, the whole damn house. The living room, the dining room, your washed out breast pumps and baby bottles and all that in the kitchen. You didn't let people see that? No. You had people come in through the front door, not the garage, the front door, and then they would go right into the parlor. And that was shut off with those big pocket doors because he had some class. All right, let's spin this around. Let me show you this living room. Living room / parlor. They've done a really good job staging this house. So this was just, thank you. I love my coat too. It's just not warm enough to be in here. But look at all that original molding up there and the window molding. And we just do not see this on newer homes. To get this effect, we call this a reveal. So see this here? So here's the drywall and then this comes out. That's called a reveal. And we don't get that on new homes, but this is all layered. So to get this kind of look, you have to layer pieces on top of one another to get that full, look how thick that is. We do not build houses like that anymore. But they still have all the original molding up on the ceiling. And this room, oh my gosh, with the pocket door. The kitchen really, well, actually, no, the showstopper, we're about to go in the showstopper. All right, so this is where you would have entertained your guests in here, as you might still do today. I'm gonna shut this so no crazy homeless person walks in here while I'm trying to work. That can happen downtown. Original hardware. All right. Look at the wood paneling in this room. Look at that. That's incredible. All that intricacy, all those little cuts and pieces. And again, to get this kind of look, this is all layered. These are individual pieces. That's an individual piece. These are on top of that. That's on top of this. The artistry that it takes to get this is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then it carries through the entire room. Now, what do we see on most houses? We don't see this. That's what we see. We see white, like they'll take, even if it's the original wainscoting, they'll paint it white. And so you usually don't get the original wood. But a little historical fact about wainscoting. So wainscoting dates back to a long ass time ago. That's when it dates back to. I don't have an exact date because I don't think anyone actually knows. But the original intent of wainscoting, while today it's synonymous with high-end homes like this, all that, it was functional when it was first thought of. So when you had these old English homes that were made of stone and fabric and straw, what would happen is, in England, it's so rainy and cold, that the moisture from the base of the house would start to intrude into the wall. So you'd have these old English homes where there would be this moisture level as water from the ground would come up inside into the home and just sort of like saturate the wall. So wainscoting was never intended to be decorative. It was always intended to be a Band-Aid to hide the fact that you had soggy walls. I swear this is not, I did not make this up. So the original type of wainscoting was low, and it's designed to like disguise a water line. That's it. That's all it was. And it was not made out of wood. It was made, usually they would use like a stone or even like layers of linen, which seems counterintuitive. But if water is running up inside of your house, they probably weren't that good at construction anyway. But so that was how wainscoting was originally intended to be used, was to hide moisture intrusion into a house. And then over the years, they started using wood and it got more and more decorative. And then that's how we have something like this today. And I'm gonna turn it around again because it is so pretty. Let's see. Beautiful. Okay, now the piece de resistance. Each room is stunning, but this is really special. So they have definitely modernized the bathroom here. I am not big on all this, and here's why. I think that glass showers had their time for like 3 months a couple years ago. Like, okay, so there is a door here, but I feel like I have to perform like a show if there's a glass shower door. I don't like that. Like a shower is a utility time to get like all this clean. Not, I don't know. It's just not my ministry. Okay, back to the kitchen. This is the first, hello? That's gotta be original. That has got to be original. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so this room, they've purposed it as sort of the butler's pantry. That's maybe what it would have been used for. Actually, no, I'm gonna almost guarantee that this room was intended to be the butler's pantry, and here's why. See the hinge on this door? Okay, I don't know, I don't have much latitude to show you, but that is a swing door. And so if you had staff who would make the food in the kitchen, prep with all your cutlery and dishes here, and then logically bring it out to the dining room that way, and you would use that kind of a swing door. So I'm gonna guess that this was not originally a bathroom, that this was probably more prep area as well. But that is probably how the house was originally designed to be used. So they have brand new built-in shelving here. I know they spent some money on that, but can I get an amen for this kitchen? You have in here not one sink. Well, Mike, don't worry, you're not buying it. 2 sinks. You have a Sub-Zero fridge, a Wolf gas range, and then Wolf built-in stoves. And if Wolf is not a brand you're familiar with, I'll just say that it's a couple, several grand above like a Kenmore. Do you have any idea how much tea I could make on that? I only have a kitchen in my house because it came with the house. I'm only familiar with the microwave and my kettle, but that looks like it's brand new. Damn, it is brand new. They've never even used it. Wow. Look at these cabinets. Oh, yes. Oh, and damn, they're even slow close. Oh, does anyone, oh, I'm not telling you the price yet. I made that commitment. I'm not telling you the price. How do we feel about these microwaves? I have mixed feelings on the mounted built-in microwave. This is a Wolf as well, so let's see here. Oh my, oh my. Oh, mm-hmm. My only real objection to these is that when you put your food down, then when you open this, obviously, let me spin this around. So when you open this and you're here and you just get like a burst of steam in your face, I don't know. Well, I guess if I could afford this, I could probably change that out. These would be good problems to have. Let me give you a glance this way of the type of, this is called a leather finish granite, okay? So if you see, it doesn't have that like really high shine to it. It has this sort of matte look. This is becoming more popular. I definitely say the typical granite that we've been seeing in houses is kind of on the way out and it's being replaced by quartz. But when you don't have that finish, you still have all these grooves in here. So it's a little bit harder to clean, but it gives it this matte look and not that shiny look. And it's definitely becoming more popular. But you have built-in cabinet, and then you have cabinets. I know you can't see that well, but, and then here, another built-in, let me show you this side. Huge windows, original windows. That, I would buy the house just for that window system. Gorgeous. And then of course the Sub-Zero fridge, which you could really put several bodies in here. This is just, oh, yeah. I could put a lot of Coke Zero in this fridge. Yes. This house is just for me. All right, let's keep going. We have another pocket door system here. And then we have the formal dining room. My favorite thing, a ceiling rose, walk-in fridge. Yes, I'm gonna call them from now on. They got a walk-in fridge. But again, with that swing door. So on this kind of house, why might you have two dining rooms? Because you have a dining room here, and then you also have what could have been a dining room down there. And my guess is that this is the formal dining room, and then that was a more casual area. And these rooms are just, and so we also have chair rail in here. This is called chair rail, so that literally when you push your chair back, you don't damage the wall. That's not unusual to see two dining rooms in a house. This was definitely a dining room because you would not have that kind of built-in, which was to show off all your fancy plates. So, but that was not unusual. You would have a dining room for both you, the family, and also for guests, and you would separate them. More wainscoting. And then we're gonna go upstairs. I have not been upstairs yet, so these will be fresh commentary that I've not had time to think about. And that wainscoting goes all the way up the side paneling. This is really cute down here. A little bit of stained glass, little storage room underneath. All right, let's go upstairs. How much does it cost to stage a house to that level? That's a great question. And let me get up here before, I don't like to talk and think and wear high heels upstairs at the same time. One last glance back down. It's cold as hell up here. This whole house is cold. Staging costs, so on a 2,000 square foot home, it's usually like $2 to $3 grand. And people always freak out about that. And nobody ever wants to stage your home. And their justification for not staging their home is that it costs too much money, and in this market, we don't have to do it, blah, blah, blah. But look at the difference. I will demonstrate why staging is so important and why I think it's absolutely worth every single penny, because I'm gonna show you this room and just remember downstairs. All right, let me show you this room. So just imagine you're walking up here to make an offer, and this is the room. Okay? It is beautiful. We can tell that the house is stunning. There's no debate about that. But it's empty. I can hear the echo in my voice. It's cold. It doesn't feel warm. It doesn't look warm. The bigger reason why it's so important to stage a home and why it is worth spending that money is because not everyone has vision. That's the nicest way I can say it. So you kind of have to paint a picture to sell it to them. Remember, you're selling the house. So if you can put a big, beautiful bed with big, thick pillows and folded over blankets and show them the possibilities, then they can see themselves in the house. So we don't always recommend that people stage with their furniture because their furniture is not always gorgeous, but staging furniture always looks beautiful. It's always neutral, and it just like gets people in the idea of that this is a home and not just property. You could probably hear, okay, this I have to point out. Stand by, stand by. Who knows what this is? Up there, who can tell me what that is? Come on, there's 60 of you. Somebody's got to have a clue. What is this? I don't want to break it. No, I'm not touching that. Transom window. Good. All right, we're on board. Emergency exit. It is not an emergency exit. If you need an emergency exit, you just pop right on out one of these. Okay, transoms. Transoms, before we had HVAC, modern day HVAC, a transom window was a way to cross-ventilate rooms because they didn't have ductwork or a way to cool down the house. So typically, there'd be a huge attic fan up in the attic, and that would circulate air. And then at night or during the day, what you would do is you would open up all your transom windows, and it would allow air to be pulled out of the rooms and the hot air upstairs and then vented outside of the house. And it actually does work very well. It is not anywhere close to like 68 degrees on a trained 16 SEER HVAC system, like not even close, but it did really good for that time period. So these were functional, and you see them a lot in old apartment buildings and commercial buildings, but here we have it on a residential. So that like metal right here. So this you pull up and down, which I'm not going to do because I'm a little short on being able to afford this house. But you push that up and down and it opens up the transom and it allows for ventilation. It also allows for sunlight because when you get into these huge houses that otherwise would have long, dark, scary, little tiny creepy doll at the end hallways, the transoms allow light to filter in and out of the rooms. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm so damn cold. They have got to turn the heat on in here. All right. Bathroom, stunning. Again, with the glass. Oh, I'm not there for that. This is new tile, but this is period appropriate to the house, so they did a really great job with that. And again, with the new custom cabinets. Red rum, yeah. Long, creepy hallways. Pretty, very pretty. So we've got one bedroom with its own bath. Let's see about the closets. The biggest complaint I get of historic homes are the closets are too small, but remember, they didn't have all of our stuff. So here you have sort of this like Jack and Jill closet system, and then we go into the second bedroom. Stand by. Again, with the transom. And this bedroom has a fireplace. Very rarely, if ever, on our historic homes can you still use the fireplaces. And even if you can, I don't recommend you do it because the brick is too old. Okay, that's maybe from Walmart, but functional, definitely functional. And then we have an older transom up here. That one has been settled. It's not functional anymore. But the bathroom in here, I'm wondering if this house is actually a flip. If it was bought to be renovated. This shower is stunning. It's still glass, but I mean, look at that. You could have several people over. How do we feel about the stone That was hugely popular for a while. I'm curious to see if it will stay popular. It'd be very difficult to cover. Huge shower. Again, with that sort of matte. There's a little bit more sheen on this one, but definitely less. This is pretty. These are cool. I like these. Sort of old school. All right, let's keep going. Let me briefly talk about this when you patch wood floors. So this is the original heart pine floor, and you can see all the old nail marks. But when you try to patch in flooring, please don't do this. You never cut a square like that and then kind of tuck it back in. What you're supposed to do is you would cut here and then cut here and then cut here and then cut here, and you're supposed to weave it in there. No whirlpool in any of the bathrooms. Yeah, we're not seeing tubs in much construction anymore, and for good reason. It's because people don't take them. All right. Let's see, laundry room on the second floor. That's all been added because we certainly did not have laundry rooms in 1902. And then we get to what I believe, yes, this is the master. Humongous. You do have to be careful adding skylights in Hurricane Alley because we get some rain here. But this has its own private porch and a very unique thing in the historic district, a garage, not only a garage, but a 3-car garage. But they have their own private porch back here. This is really pretty. Ugh. King bed. Built-in closets. This is really special. We don't ever get this. Very nice. And then the master bath. Clawfoot tub, more stone tile. All right, what is there for the running opinion on claw? Oh, this is pretty. So they wall mounted here. Beautiful. So you're not getting a whirlpool tub, but you are getting a clawfoot tub and enough natural lighting that if you stood up, you could really give the neighbors a show. Clawfoot tub, huge walk-in shower. And my favorite thing, the transoms. This is really beautiful. There's so much character here. I just love all these old nail marks. They're very pretty. Clawfoot tubs, yeah. Clawfoot tubs are really hit or miss with people. I'll say this. When you show a house that has a clawfoot tub, and that one's blue, people get really excited because it's an anomaly. It's like you don't get to see it a lot, so they get really excited. And then typically, they take it out within a year. I just sold a house with one. They were so excited about it. And then I got a picture of it and they were like, do you want this? I'm like, no, I don't want it because they're very, very heavy. It's cast iron and plaster. So the reason is because you have to clean like underneath it and then around it, and they can just kind of become ominous for people. This is the last room, and then I think the TV station is outside, so I will have to go like, you know, act like I'm nice. Hold on, let me show you this one. This room is just a ton of storage. This makes more sense as an office up here. So they've added built-in closets and then built-in shelving. There is also a bathroom here and a fireplace. So this would be a really stunning home office. This would be a really stunning my home office. I have got to start dating again so I can meet someone with a lot of money and not enough sense. All right, let's go back downstairs and then I'm gonna have to wrap. So let's play the game that we always play, which is how much does it cost? And I'm not gonna trip down the stairs. Although if I had to haunt something, I wouldn't mind haunting this. This is really pretty. This is one of the, I think, more well-appointed and well-preserved homes that I've been in. All right, What are we gonna guess? In the historic district, Wilmington, North Carolina, you've seen all the finishes. 1.2 million, close. 680. Gina, girl, we are not in Kansas anymore. We're by the beach. You got to pay for these things. $8.99. No. Did y'all not just watch this tour? This thing has all Wolf appliances in it, and this. That is not $6.99. This room is $6.99. 1.225. Nope. 2 million. A little too high. A little too high. Come on. How much does it cost? I'm going to stand in the sunlight right here, and then I'm going to go put on my sweatpants. 1.5. Gina and BK are the closest. So the asking price right now, 1.495. So a discount from 1.5. That's fantastic. Who wants to make an offer? It's a really beautiful home. I'm going to guess, yeah, I think there's a basement in this one. I think there's actually a finished basement in this one. But I'm not going down there alone. I'm going to wait for the TV people to get it. So 1.495 million. And frankly, for that kitchen alone, and for all this, oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, weirdos. I'll see you later. I got to go put on the TV face and talk in a voice not found in nature. Bye, y'all.